Okay. So when are you gonna count us down?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're both ready.
So 3, 2, 1, go.
So this first level is an auto scroller. There's not really much we can do. Make it go faster until the end.
And even then, it's pretty consistent because the boss at the end is fairly easy. He's like 2 hits.
This guy that we're both killing, you don't have to kill to beat the level. It just gives you a secret bonus point, which is completely pointless. But you know, it's something to do.
Plus, it's entertaining to watch stuff blow up.
I was like dead even.
That was.
It's gonna be a good race.
Yeah, if you've ever seen me stream, you know I can do pretty decently. And Arrow, he's the current record holder on SBA.
My record is way out of date though. There's a lot of faster strategies that both of us will be using. Like I routinely beat my record in practice attempts.
Yeah.
So is Zyre. I mean, we'll talk about this more later when we get to the levels, but I think a lot of this run is going to come down to sheer luck.
Here's your first chance to see Trouble Bruin in all his glory. As his normal self, most of the time he'll be showing up in various machines of his own design and make.
Trouble Bruin's like the Eggman of this game.
Not even the Eggman, he's more like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example.
Eggman is the first one that kind of came to my mind, but he's not the main villain like Eggman is.
Yeah, he's like the main henchman. There's really no way you could die on this boss. You can take damage, but it's pretty easy. Pretty much dead even so far, but there's not much we could have done to
even
change
score-wise, we tied up.
So remember to do the training room.
Yeah, third room, third door.
This will be interesting because I don't think either of us have practiced this in a long time.
Yeah, so it'll be, but it's a good $20.
Oh, you can just push start to skip it. I'm already behind now.
That's okay, I accidentally paused it after I skipped the text.
So did I. These are completely optional. In a speedrun, you would never do the training rooms. We're just doing this for the donation challenge.
All that this boils down to is basically reaction time. And it helps you get a better grasp of the 8 directions that you can shoot Headdy's head.
You can miss a lot. You don't have to be perfect to finish.
Yeah, he'll come back and he'll even open empty ones once you've destroyed enough targets in a certain spot. Yeah, he gets faster and faster the more targets that you've destroyed.
Is it endless?
No. There we go.
You're a little ahead of me.
Alright, we have a bunch of new donations. Let me just make sure there's anything. Alright, so we have $15 from Nico Kinanen. He says, happy birthday XSlicer at samus.co.uk. So happy birthday to XSlicer.
Yeah.
$15 from Stephen Flask with no comment as of yet. $5 from Lane King with no comment. And $8 from Josh Jaycox. He says, keep being awesome, love me some Dynamite Headdy, hope to win the plushie.
Yeah?
Best of luck to you.
Definitely best of luck. You have to donate, what is it, $5 to be in the drawing for the
$5 to be in.
plushie? And it's a very well made plushie. Just even seeing it here, it's really, really well made. Mercury Zelda does an awesome job.
I'm gonna be donating for it.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and draw for Seawolf's plushies. And see who one knows.
There's two paths you can take here. The top one is slower because you have to fight a little mini boss.
And he's very random. Something that you'll find a lot in this game is there's a lot of randomness that can go on. And there are a number of boss fights that require a little bit of luck, including the infamous Stair Wars, which is all luck.
Alright, so the winner of the 3 plushies that Seawolf had is Frederick Litholt. And so we'll contact you after the marathon and get your information and send those out to you.
I think you purposely had a plant to do that, to make us do that training room, because you had been practicing it, and you knew you'd finish it faster than me.
I guess you're playing with me.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
I can assure you that I had absolutely no idea that this was happening.
Still pretty close, though.
Yeah, I mean, you're only a couple of seconds behind, really. Okay, maybe more than a couple, but...
No, like 7 seconds or something like that.
Yeah. And 7 seconds in a game like this, especially considering we haven't even hit Stair Wars yet.
Like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's not... There's still so much that can happen. I think that's the first time I ever actually fell in at that point. Yeah, you just missed the rotation, didn't you? Ah, damn, I missed. Got it. Gonna recover a little bit of health here in the green room. This is a room where this is probably the first real chance of either of us dying. Is here in the green room.
I have notoriously bad luck on this guy usually.
Alright, only took like the one hit. But as you can see my little spotlight in the corner, I'm already starting to turn yellow, so that one hit deals a good amount of damage.
Oh no! You never get grabbed by him. It's gonna waste a lot of time.
Last hit before it finished.
It was one hit away,
I hit that last piece off too early.
If I can get a one-face fight, that'll help me catch up, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah, you have to time it just right to get a one-face fight.
So the plot of this game, very briefly, your character and all the characters really are puppets in a stage show, and Dark Demon is attacking the puppet town and enslaving puppets to do his bidding, and you're trying to rescue them. All of the levels, as you can already tell, are kind of designed to look like stage props, and a lot of the stages, not all of them, but most of the stages themselves are puns based on movie titles. J-Man would be a big fan of that. He's not here right now.
Yeah.
Alright, and so we have a new donation, $5 from a Mike Liyama.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, he says, Trouble Brewing. I'm guessing he wants to win.
I'm guessing so too. I don't blame him.
Yeah, the comment came in from Lane King saying, "Hey guys, Lindsay here again. Another $5, so I have $10 total. That 3DS to make a nice birthday present for a friend. I'm hoping to get that Triple Bruin plush because Dynamite Headdy is almost as awesome as Speed Demos Archive. Almost.
Almost?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta prove her wrong and do an amazing run. And one correction is that for the 3DS, you actually have to have $10 in one donation, correct?
Yeah, it has to be a single donation.
Yeah.
It can't be
So-
over like $2 $5 ones.
Yeah, so unfortunately for you, you'll have to do another $10 donation. If there's another plushie or prize you want, you can do it then. Otherwise, you won't actually be entered in the 3DS drawing. But we still appreciate your donation and hope to see more.
Okay, where I just got to the Super Tank machine, that's one of the amazing luck factors, because he could either shoot his bullet straight, which is what you want, or he could just shoot one that has no power whatsoever, so it just starts bouncing. I got lucky and I got one that went straight. So
And you know what I can get right now? Oh, I just got the jump like after the fact. And I fell off.
yeah, you are able to jump right onto that statue thing.
It only works like 1 in 10 times though, I don't know why.
Oh, I just missed that spot. And I missed that jump. Oh well. Okay, this isn't going good for me. Means you have a chance to catch up. Mad Max and Mad Max 2 are... they're not hard, they're just annoying. And I just glitched through the floor.
In a useful way?
No,
That's too bad.
in a not so useful way.
Yeah, for people thinking that the race is over by this point, the game's not even nowhere.
We haven't gotten to the
finish,
luck-based
and, yeah,
stages yet.
and
It
then
could either turn around in my favor, or it could get way more in Zyre's favor.
Yeah, I could shoot way ahead to where he may have no chance of recovery.
I think I caught up a little bit though.
Yeah, you're not too far behind. This is one spot where you think that you'd have a boss to fight, but then you get here and you find out that Heather, the girl who keeps showing up and taking those keys away, she's already beat you to the boss, and she's already beaten the boss and moved on.
She was impatient. Yeah, this game actually has more of a plot than the English version suggests. But for whatever reason, when they localized it, they cut out like a lot of dialogue between Headdy and the bosses and stuff, and explained more of the relationship between Headdy and Heather and stuff. Okay, so Star Wars, this stage is, sort of, I guess you could call it an auto-scroller, I don't know what you call it, but basically you can't advance the next level until you hit Trouble Bruin 7 times, whatever it is, I don't know how many hits.
I think it's 8.
8, whatever. But it's totally random whether he shoots his little scythe thing across, or if he actually moves into a position where you can hit him. So it's basically, speedrunning this game, you just hope that you get lucky on this level and get as many hits on him as fast as possible.
And then cute people from chat saying their own anecdotes for how to make them come at you earlier.
I've tried a lot of different things, and I've never found a 100% reliable method.
I've done the same method that I like to do, which is just hang out near the top of the screen pretty much every time. And there was one time that Trouble Bruin never shot that sight. He came right at me 8 times in a row. The fastest possible fight that you could get. But as far as trying to manipulate him into coming at you, no reliable, known way of doing it.
How many hits do you have so far?
3, I believe.
2.
The only clue that you ever get that he's going to come into the middle is if he closes his eyes.
It's worth taking a hit there, just make sure I didn't miss him.
Yeah, you're not going to lose. If he hits you or if you fall off and hits
It's
bottom,
way more important to hit him and take damage yourself than to miss him and have to wait even longer.
Oh yes. Now, something you may have been hearing throughout both of our runs is this narrated female voice saying you've got a secret bonus point. There is one in this stage where if you survive long enough on Star Wars, you get a secret bonus point.
Which is horrible for a speedrun because it means we did the level exceptionally slowly. Both of us are having pretty slow runs right now. I have finished it faster than this in the past.
Oops, and I just fell off, so I'm actually to the point where my health is blinking. But I just had Trouble Bruin come at me 3 times in a row. So, and he's down for me.
I still have a lot of bits to go. I'm having really bad luck. This is just horrible.
You know it's a bad run if you get the secret bonus point message.
I just got it. Yeah, I'm having the worst luck.
That means I wasn't too far away from doing it myself.
Is it alright if I do some donations?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so we have 2 new ones. $5 from John Rapinskis. And he says, I wanted to donate, I didn't want to stop watching the race. The plushie was the deciding factor. So thank you for that, and hopefully it's the deciding factor for a lot of other people. And then $5 from Mecha Victor. He says throwing in $5 because he wants to win that Trouble Bruin plushie. And so beyond winning the plushies, if you want to just support a great cause, all the money is going toward the Organization for Autism Research.
You've got more health than I do, so I gotta take this a little. There's a shortcut that I kind of normally do. It's not much of a shortcut, but because I was low on health, I didn't want to risk it. Usually I get 1 or 2 more hits in. Now this guy that just showed up that I'm pounding and got a secret bonus point out of, his name is Bino. And as far as in his role in the story is he's really just a janitor, a stagehand for this show. But he wants to be the star of the show, so he just keeps making these little interruptions. And every time that you get rid of him, you get a secret bonus point out of it. And he really will try just about any way that he can get into it.
That was horrible. This is gonna be a bad fight. This boss, I remember, used to be really hard for me when I was younger, but once you figure out his pattern, he's really not that bad.
For a second, I I thought you were falling asleep back there.
No, it's an exciting show.
I hope we're making it exciting for you. Yeah, most everybody's still asleep, so they're missing out on a great race.
Still far from over though, even though I had worse luck on Star Wars than Zyre did. There's a couple more luck-based stages that can easily turn things around, especially Twin Freaks, which isn't even luck-based, it's just not dying based.
Yeah, and for the strategy that we will both be using for Twin Freaks, it's very aggressive, very risky though, because there's a high chance that we will get squished between the boss and one of the many walls in his stage.
There's a lot of people who have played this game will talk about, what they think is the hardest boss. Some people say Twin Freaks, some people say Nasty Gatekeeper. Anyone who says Nasty Gatekeeper is wrong. Nasty Gatekeeper is easy, especially the way you'll see us do it. So this level that we're both on right now, that Zyre's almost finished with because I'm so far behind, it's an auto-scroller until you get to a little mini-boss at the end, and then you do want to finish it quickly, obviously.
The thing with this mini-boss, however, with the super flying machine, or the battleship, whatever it's called, is no matter how much damage you deal with that claw, it will not be destroyed until you've finished elevating, I guess it is, to the height that the game wants it to be. So you can actually deal more damage than it needs, but it still won't blow up until you've hit it after it stops increasing in altitude.
Yeah, there's actually weird physics to this boss's health. Like, I was reading about it for the tool-assisted speedrun of this game, and apparently, like, for a certain amount of time, if you hit him, it actually gives him bonus health, so that it sort of averages out, that if you're just constantly hitting his weak point, it'll take about the same amount of time, whether you're hitting it constantly or just waiting, like I'm doing. I can just wait, and it won't make a difference. But I'm not exactly sure of how it works.
For the whole flying stages, there are a total of 3 different heads that you can use. The one that you saw us use that you're still seeing Arrow use is the biplane head. It shoots 3 shots and it allows you to turn around. The other one that you saw me grab just at the end there as a gimmick was the bird head. Bird head only faces one direction and it shoots out little baby chicks out of its mouth. It can be a little disturbing if you think about it. But it's it is the worst of the 3 heads. And then
It's okay. It's just not really as useful as the other 2. It's not a bad head. Like, it's fine for when you're playing this game, by yourself or whatever. It's super fun.
yeah,
Because it kind of
if you
zooms
want
in on enemies, so it makes close range combat kind of easier.
yeah. So if you're looking for a challenge, go bird head. But otherwise, you'll just usually do what we are doing here and get the rocket head. The laser with rocket head actually pierces through any objects that would normally block bullets. So, and as you'll find when we get to the boss, it is probably the best head. I don't know, what would you say? Best head for the boss for babyface?
It's crucial for speedrunning.
Yeah, in terms of speedrunning, it's crucial.
Moose says $10 for Fly Hard 2, no damage.
Okay,
Occasionally
is that both of us or just one of us?
Maybe for either of us, like
It's
$10 for
probably-
each. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll say each. Give him a challenge to live up to your guys' greatness.
Okay. No damage, fly hard too.
The reason I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage against Trouble Brewing is I want to make sure I get him down in 2 phases.
So that he only retreats in the background a total of 3 times.
I'm gonna have to be careful on the next stage anyway, because it's actually the next stage I would say is the first stage where it's even for veteran players of this game, it's pretty easy to die if you're not careful.
fine to read more donations?
Go for it.
Alright. So $10 from Stephen Bates, who is Peaches _ on SDA. He says, here enjoying the Heady race, great marathon so far. And thank you for your donation. You're entered for the 3DS and the Trouble Brewing plushie. And then $5 from Anthony King. He says, oh my god, JC, a bomb.
Oh, I took damage.
Oh, don't worry, I think I can make up for it.
Probably gonna die if I take like 2 more.
Alright, Moo. $10 for me.
Nice.
No damage.
I might die.
So that means we should be getting a donation of $30 from him soon. Because he was the same one that did,
Oh, the practice area challenge.
yeah.
Oh no.
How far were you when you died?
Oh, look at this. Last turret.
Oh. Let's see, if you're using the other heads, that finger blocks your bullets. Oh wow, usually I have the finger come up a third time, but it only came up twice. I took a little safe there. I probably should have gone the other way so I could keep hitting him. Yeah. See, now I got... Normally you can get him in one. It won't even bring his hand up to pull down that cover thing the second time. But because I missed him a few times, he pulled it down. And now my favorite part of this boss. You can't see what I'm doing because the clouds are covering, but all that the old man face does is he just tries to grab you with his hand. If he manages to grab you, which is what you want to do in a speedrun, he instantly dies. Just because of old age.
If you fight him normally and actually lower yourself to 0 without being grabbed, then you get super bonus points. So that's the only real reason for doing it.
Yeah, you find Bino tied up. Oh, something I forgot to mention is on the boy face phase, his face itself actually doesn't hurt you. But that spot where that hole is that goes into his neck, that centered line is where it can hurt you. You usually get secret bonus points for taking care of things that are out of place. Ah, that was a bad start. What? Now all those keys you've been collecting, they're in order. You have to use the keys on the back of the gatekeeper here in order to progress. Now the gatekeeper, he can jump anywhere from 2 to 5 times. So you kind of have to keep that in mind whenever you're doing this part.
There's a little bit of randomness to the gatekeeper. It's not as bad as Stair Wars, of course, but you can lose or gain a lot of time depending on how your luck goes.
Yeah. Like, I got bad to moderate luck on my run there. Normally I can get the keys into them a lot better.
Alright, we have a $25 donation from Kyle Gilsdorf. He says, hey, thanks for the site. And glad you found the site and are watching the marathon. Hope you go on to enjoy lots of the runs we have on the site.
Thanks for the donation.
Yeah, thanks for that too.
I didn't want to get hit. Oh well. And I got Beano. Now with the nasty gatekeeper, you want to hit him with the bomb if you can. Usually requires a little bit of timing, but in my case, my timing was a little off. Oh, and I just lost the head case. Oh, well, I still hit nasty gatekeeper with one bomb.
Let's go there.
So Arrow has a chance of catching up to me if he 2 bombs nasty gatekeeper.
It is luck dependent, but I don't know. I really don't think the fight is that hard.
It really isn't.
Once you understand how it works, it's kind of overwhelming at first. It's just like throwing his arms at you and you're like, what am I supposed to do? But once you figure out how it's really not hard. 23
come on.
is insane.
I'm purposely taking damage so that it speeds up the fight a little bit. Got him. Barely.
Hey, Cecil, would you mind turning that fan on again? It's getting kind of over here now, I think. Thanks.
Dropped a little too early there.
It wasn't too bad. I think it's about the same as Zyre's.
So I still pulled ahead, but still got the Twin Freaks fight, which is coming up here.
Yeah, really at the point that Zyre's at, I mean, unless he makes a mistake, and there are some critical mistakes you can make, that would, you know, like getting squished there.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
But really the 2 big spots are Twin Freaks and then the last boss.
Got some pressure out of there?
Not really. I behind. There's not much I can do except to get lucky.
Oh, it's just people are timing exactly how far you're behind.
He really isn't too far behind. He'll be here on the same stage as me here in a moment. But I've beat the sub boss.
These levels all have different lengths. You can't really judge it by how many levels you're at from levels. Because now I'm on the same level.
And he just started that level, and I just finished it. So, in some stages, as you saw, were exceptionally short. Just a matter of jumping onto the first platform, and then you're done. Others, you have to go through lengthy stairs to get through. Ow. Now this sub-boss that I'm on, you would normally think that you'd want to hit him with the biggest ball, but that's not the case, because all three of these balls deal 1 point of damage, and so it's just a matter of hitting him, I think it's 8 times with a ball. It doesn't matter what size, just as long as you hit him. And here I'm getting really good luck, because I was able to hit him with 2 balls quite often. Okay, I'm on Twin Freaks. Thanks, I didn't need it.
And we got $30 from Moon, also known as Daniel Wickel. He says, for the target mania and cannon and some great flying skills and light velocity. Thanks for coming through on your challenges and donating.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Moon. I got him.
Nice. I think that pretty much seals the race as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, there's
Because
still
even
a
if I had a
chance.
perfect fight, I'm not going to be able to catch up.
Fatal Contraption. This stage that I'm on and the next one, they're auto-scrolling, so I can't really do anything to speed things up. Well, I guess there's one thing I can do, and that's not
Was
die.
that really good luck?
What?
Was that really good luck on that guy? Or can you
It was average. I mean, I can go faster. I think I got 2 double hits on him.
Okay, Coco, work with me here. Got it.
Nope. I got pretty low. Doesn't matter if I'm dead. One hit away.
Oof. Game over. Now, you would think that all those little pieces of the boss that we collect at the end would be for an extra life. No, they're for continues, is what they're for.
I don't think I'm going to win at this point, so they're just finished.
Yeah, just finished. That's. There was one time, and I think I was streaming when I did it, but I beat Twin Freaks, but I hit him for. I dealt the last hit of damage to him when I had one hit left, and I landed right on spikes when I thought the spikes would have been neutralized after the boss died. But it turned out I was wrong, so both Twin Freaks and I died.
I think I've had that happen too, and if you die at the same time as the boss, you have to redo the level.
Yeah, you have to rebeat the boss. It's annoying.
Yeah, in any of the, I hate to bring it up again, but in any of the Castlevania games, when you fight Death, he'll never like throw a sight as an attack, and if he dies while it's out, he'll still be going after you. So it can kill you after he's dead.
Ugh. Now where I'm at is the stage is called Far Trek. You can imagine what show or movie the name is a pun of quite easily. As was mentioned, J-Man would be proud of some of these names.
The one I'm on is called Fatal Contraption, which is a pun of Fatal Contraptions.
But as you can see, both these stages are still just auto scrolls.
Yeah, it's basically a matter of just not taking much damage so that you can have a better chance on Blast Boss. Taking a ton of damage for no reason.
And there, you do get banana at the beginning of Far Trek. I was at full health at the beginning of Far Trek, so the banana didn't help me. And if I want to, I could stick around to go for another banana. But not too long ago when I was running this, I needed the banana, and so I stuck around to see how long it took. I had reached about the 5-minute mark, and the banana still hadn't showed up.
I don't know exactly how long it is. I know I've gotten it before, but I think it's based on how long you go without taking damage. So if you build a whole boss fight without taking damage, then it's going to be quick. If you take a lot of damage, you have to wait a long time.
Now, where I'm at the final boss, you have to pay attention to that orb, as that will tell you what attack is going to use. If it's pinkish purple, like I just got, he summons minions, and what minions he'll summon is determined by what heads are available. So you can kind of tell ahead of time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the hammerhead will always show up when it's these guys.
Never was the flying ones.
Never the flying ones.
Is Warhead for both or just flying?
I think Warhead's available for both. So, now if it's an orange orb, he's going to drop a wall on me with a few holes. You saw an attack earlier on my screen where it was a huge laser beam. If the orb is flashing multiple colors, it's that laser beam. Blue is a wall of electricity that he will make. But I just go ahead and take the damage and destroy him on that, which really isn't a smart move. But it's a risk that I take. Okay, so maybe I was wrong about the whole hammerhead thing and he summons the little guys.
I never noticed the pattern. I mean, you might be right, but it's news to me.
Okay, see, I just got the hammerhead, and he summoned the flying minions.
How was your Far Trek?
Well, that was close. I'm one hit away. But I think so is Dark Demon. Yep.
Nice, good job.
Is that time?
That's clutch.
That was time for
So
him.
you had 44.52.
44.52?
Yeah. So you like with the new strategies, you guys did beat the marathon or the SDA.
Yeah, the SDA record is 47 something.
47.35 from
47.35. Yeah.
I mean, really, the only bad luck you had is Stair Wars took a long time, not as long as it took me, and You didn't get the one phase wooden dresser, and then you didn't get a perfect nasty gatekeeper. But
Oh, Man-Face also, I had a 2-phase
Okay.
fight. He went up and pulled down the banners a second time. And so, Man-Face, I had a little bit of bad luck there. So it's just a bunch of little stages of bad luck that make or break a run for this game. And to get a deathless on top of that, as you've seen, Twin Freaks can be probably the biggest run killer when it comes to deaths.
Yeah.
And so,
You had a great Twin Freaks.
yeah, I had a really good Twin Freaks. Not the best I've ever had, but it was a really good one.
Did you do that around Netflix? There?
Yeah, I did a deathless.
I had
Nice.
3 deaths. Assuming I don't
So I
know.
guess if I really wanted to, I could submit this to SBA.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, chat's really wondering why you aren't.
It's up to you. I mean, you can if you want. I'm
I-
planning to improve my record eventually anyway, if someone else doesn't.
Yeah, well, I was planning on tackling
Trying to.
Dynamite
Yeah.
Headdy
If
record.
you-
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
go
people
ahead.
asking why,
Submit
like,
that,
you
and
wouldn't
I'll
submit
be
something
gunning
like
for
this.
you.
It's like, yeah, just because there are a lot of news or strategies you guys are still working on and want to get very perfect runs.
Yeah.
That's how it works for SDA runs. Like, there's personal runs, and then there's like SDA runs way above like where you ever want to do a run.
Yeah, and don't feel like you have to, if you want to be a part of SGA, don't ever feel like that you have to be playing at a professional level of any kind.
Oh.
We do have a whole section of the forums that is dedicated to a casual speedrun where
Yeah.
you just post your personal best. Doesn't matter if you beat the SGA records or not. You just post it, share strats with other people, get to know the games better, and just overall have fun. As far as submitting this, I don't see any reason why I can't submit it. I still probably will come back to this and see if I can't get a better time, because I know I have been able to get better times.
Like that good of a run that you had.
It's a good enough run that I'll probably keep this on the back as a backup in case I don't get a good run and I get frustrated or fed up with the amount of luck. But that's a lot coming from a guy who did a 12-hour run. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy on the left, Zyre, has the longest run on Speed Demo's archive.
This guy's Arcadia.
12.5 hours, thereabouts.
Yeah, just over, no, it's like 12 hours and like 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, and just in any percent, not 100% or anything fancy. Just,
Oh, 100% would be insane.
alright, that's not a good word because 12.5 hour run is insane.
Okay, yes, insane for an 80% run of that game.
I just want to mention briefly, one thing you can do on this guy to make the fight go faster is hit him with the sledge head, the hammerhead, whatever it's called, as much as possible, but it's kind of risky on, some of the attacks he does, like orange and purple, orange and flashing basically do have to take damage.
Unless,
It's just kind of risky.
something that I did find is that if you're quick enough, you can get both the sledge head, hit Dark Demon, and then switch to the pinhead in order to avoid taking damage.
It's just risky. Like,
Okay,
I've had a pretty good fight because I've
good
done it 3
good
times.
point. You can't submit this because you have the training.
Oh, that's right, I did do the training.
Yeah, well, you
That-
can submit it, but you probably can't get it passed.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was with training.
That was with the training.
That would be like a minute
So-
or so less.
So, okay, so
Yeah.
chat, sorry, this one won't be submitted.
If you submit that, I'm gonna totally not
Yeah,
verify.
he'll come back and beat me on
Be
it.
like denied. Took the training room. That's no.
So how many segments was your Skies Arcadia run?
52.
52?
52 segments, and I think the shortest segment is 3 minutes, and the longest one is almost an hour.
Oh.
But that hour one is the final segment, so a lot of that is like your ending cinematic and the credits.
Yeah, 'cause I was just thinking like, you said you was like, oh, Star Fox Adventure has more, but then there's segments that we download from the site and it's like 600 kilobytes in HQ, because it's like 2 seconds of gameplay.
Yeah, I think like the current Final Fantasy VII run has like 90 some odd segments.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's not a game of PC game. We have thousands of titles.
Yeah, a lot of the PC games will have several segments.
Yeah.
You're just not having good Dark Demon fights, are you?
Well, I keep trying to hit him and not hit the bubbles, and I fail at it.
What is the longest single segment on this game?
Longest single
I'm just
segment,
gonna call it because I don't want to waste too much time.
Mercy
Alright.
Kill.
Yeah, Mercy Kill.
The longest single
You
segment
finished
is
in 15 minutes.
I didn't finish. It's fine.
Well,
Is it like Wind
don't
Waker?
acknowledge that you didn't finish.
it might be, it's either Wind Waker, I have to want to say it's
Alright,
Mega Man
so-
X Command Mission.
Oh, I don't know that.
But
It's RPG?